Recall Steve Mullin, Investigator Mullin.
Witness sworn.
You may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. Investigator Mullin, do you remember, I think it was on direct for the state's case that you turned over information related to 2016 Ford Focuses,
Yes.
Okay. And do you remember that there were other similar body-typed Ford Focuses? What year did you say this? The Ford Focus hatchback had the same body, the Generation 3?
2011 to 2018.
Okay. I'm gonna hand you what will be marked as Defendant's JJJ and ask you if this looks familiar to you.
I believe so.
Okay. What is that?
This is the list from the Bureau of Motor Vehicles of Ford Focuses SEs that were registered in White, Cass, Carroll, Howard, and Tippecanoe counties in 2000. From 2011 to 2017 models.
Okay. So those are similar body-modeled Ford Focuses that existed in the surrounding counties, including Carroll, in February of 2017.
Correct.
All right. And do you know, among all of those, how many were hatchbacks? Do you know what the codes for the hatchbacks are?
Yes, I do.
And tell me what the codes are. Tell the jury what those are.
The code in the VIN number is P3K, and the P3K stands for SE and hatchback.
Okay. Same for the P3L.
As I understand, that's correct, too.
G3M.
I do not know.
G3N.
I don't know.
All right.
I was only interested in the P3KS.
Right. Well, and that's because you wanted that car to be Rick Allen's car, correct?
I don't want it to be that.
Well, then why didn't you want the jury to see all these other similar, bodied cars?
That wasn't the question they asked.
I'm sorry.
That wasn't the question they asked.
What are you talking about?
We were responding to the question that they asked.
Okay. Do you think it's important for the jury to have all the models that look like the Ford Focus that are the Generation 3 from 2011 to 2017?
It would be, I suppose.
Move to admit JJJ. Defendant's Exhibit JJJ offered.
Can I see it, Judge? I don't know.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Judge, this doesn't have the certification with it, and so without that, I'm not gonna be in a position to consent to the admission of that. If I can get the certification letter for them, or if...
Okay. Without a certification, I'm not gonna admit it.
Did you not certify the ones you handed us? Were they all certified or just the ones is what I'm trying? Were they all certified or just the ones?
We're gonna do this right now, Judge, in front of the jury? Or do you want to take a break, Mr. Baldwin?
Well, if there's no certification, then it doesn't come in, so.
Do you know how many hatchback Ford Focuses were on JJJ that were in the area, owned by people in the area, on February of 2017?
I'm sorry, I did not research that.
Wait a minute, Judge, I'm gonna object. The question is, how many hatchbacks were in the area on February 13th, 2017? Is that the question?
I'll rephrase.
Rephrase it, please.
Thank you. From JJJ, do you know how many people own similar, bodied Ford Focus hatchbacks in the area?
I'm sorry.
Judge, I'm gonna object to the question. What does within the area mean?
Carroll County and surrounding counties.
I'll overrule the objection.
Do you know how many hatchbacks, Ford Focus hatchbacks, if that's even what that vehicle is on the video, were owned and registered in Carroll County and surrounding counties in 2017 that featured similar body type?
I don't have that information off that sheet. I didn't research that.
Do you remember talking about missing evidence when you and I were talking a couple of days ago or last week?
Yes.
Do you remember you telling me that you did create a log of the missing videos of people that were interviewed? Do you remember that?
I did remember that, yes.
Okay. As you sit there right now under oath, is it your testimony that logs were created that would memorialize the people whose interviews are missing from February and March of 2017?
We had created what we believed was a list of individuals that we had interviewed that were lost.
Okay. You're under oath right now. Is that your testimony?
Yes.
Do you remember testifying March 18th motion that was held in front of the court in Fort Wayne?
Yes.
Would it help refresh your recollection if I handed you the substance of that testimony?
Judge, I'm gonna object. He asked him if he...
I don't know.
So your testimony today and the testimony last week was that you did create a log of the missing evidence, is that correct?
We attempted to catalog the names of persons that were interviewed.
I'm gonna hand you your deposition and have you look at page 68, lines 1 through. It's not a deposition, I'm sorry, the transcript of the motion held on March 18, 2024, ask you to review lines 68, 1 through 7, and 70, 15 through 17.
Judge, I'm gonna object. Is there a question that we're using it to refresh his recollection about?
That's not what you told the court back in March 18th. I'm sorry, I apologize.
Thank you. Is there a question?
There is now. That's not what you told the court back March 18th of 2017, sick, is it?
I'm not certain if remember exactly what I said then.
Turn to page 68, lines 1 through 7, and 70, you can go all the way, if you want, 68 all the way to 70.
Pages 68 you say?
68, 69, and 70, that would be the context you'd need.
Mr. Baldwin, do you have another copy of that? I don't have that document available to me at the moment, so I can follow along.
Here's my copy.
Okay. Thank you.
You said to 70, is that right?
Correct.
Okay.
You told this court last March, or this past March 18th, that there was no logs, we don't know who was interviewed, who was even doing the interviewing.
I did say that, yes.
Okay. So that's different than what you said today, correct?
It would be different.
From what you said last week under oath, as well, correct?
Yes.
So there was no log created of who was interviewed among these lost interviews from February and March of 2017.
Is there a question?
Answer the question.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
So there are no logs?
Are you asking the question?
Yes, I'm asking the question. So there are no logs of the missing interviews from February and March of 2017, isn't that correct?
Oh, thank you. That is not correct. There is a log of the interviews that were done early on, as best that we can tell, that was in the filing cabinet scans that you were given.
So you just read this, your testimony from March 18th, this past year, you said there were no logs?
I may have said that, and that's true, but since then, I have gone through the logs or through the filing cabinet scans and found that there was a list of interviews that were done, so I'm telling you the truth here.
Oh. In the same hearing, you said there were no logs for the April 28th through June 2nd videos that have no audio, is that correct?
That would be correct.
That's not what you testified to last Friday or Thursday, whenever it was.
I don't believe that's true.
Did you ever learn, in the course of your investigation, that Libby's phone was either no longer in the area or no longer in working condition?
Judge, I'm gonna object. Can we have a sidebar, Judge?
Yep.
Sidebar conference conducted.
Judge, I think this goes to what Mitch Blocher did, and so I would object to hearsay.
He can answer yes or no. I mean, I can ask him.
But you're trying to get into the Blocher statements.
Inaudible.
All right.
Sidebar conference concluded.
And I'll sustain the objection.
You heard State Trooper Harshman testify, you were in here when he testified about the van, were you in here when that happened?
Yes.
And did you hear Trooper Harshman say that there was no social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Reddit, where a van or a white van was talked about. Did you hear him say that?
I don't. Sorry, I don't remember that exactly, but...
Well, do you know if Dr. Waller was a fan of looking at the Delphi sites that talked about the case? You've heard that testimony, correct?
Heard something to that effect, yes.
And therefore, I would press you and me, tell me if I'm wrong, that it would be important for you to find out whether or not there were social media sites, Reddit, Instagram, Twitter, and all those, where a van were discussed to determine whether or not she knew that information when she was taking care of Rick. That would be important to know whether she could be feeding him information about a van, right?
Oh yes.
Okay. So when you looked at social media between 2017 and 2022, when Richard Allen was arrested, did you see anything on social media about a van or a white van?
I did not.
Did you even look?
I did not.
Do you know if Harshman looked?
I don't recall.
Would it surprise you that there's dozens of these out there, dozens of mentions of vans from 2017 to 2022 on social media, vans?
Judge, I'm gonna object. It calls for speculation. He said he didn't look, he doesn't know. He can't answer that question, Judge.
Sustained.
You don't know what Dr. Waller said to Richard Allen when she was taking care of him, did you?
No.
No other questions.
Mr. McClelland.
Thank you, Judge. Investigator Mullin, when Richard Allen made the admission about the van in the statement to Waller, is that the first that you had information that a van may be key to the investigation?
That is correct.
And after that is when you proceeded to interview Mr. Weber about the van. Is that correct?
Yes, it was.
I don't have any other questions, Judge.
Mr. Baldwin.
No questions. Thank you.
Does anybody on the jury have any questions for Mr. Mullin? Okay. Would counsel approach?
Sidebar conference conducted.
All I've got left is Weber, so we're gonna have him.
Before I forget, we need JJJ back.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
You left one.
Yes.
Why would anyone discuss the van prior to Richard Allen's confession that a van scared him?
I don't have a.
That's a good question.
Okay.
Sidebar conference concluded.
Why would anyone discuss the van prior to Richard Allen's confession that a van scared him?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that question once more, please?
Certainly. Why would anyone discuss the van prior to Richard Allen's confession that a van scared him?
That was the reason why we looked into this, because we had no information about it being a van that was on the trail or the path back to Mr. Weber's house.
Mr. Baldwin.
Was there any other stories out there that, or interviews involving, on February 14th, a suspicious white Ford cargo van with no windows about Alpha Hour from Delphi, a thin white male in his late 40s to early 50s, asking kids at a bus stop if they wanted candy? Did you ever hear that?
Could you repeat the events you're talking about? Because I'm sorry.
Yeah. Did you ever hear, in the course of your investigation or through looking at social media, about whether there was about a suspicious white Ford cargo van with no windows about a half hour from Delphi and a man in his, thin white male in his late 40s to early 50s, asking kids at a bus stop if they wanted candy? Has that ever been talked about among the people that are investigating this case?
I don't recall.
Has it ever been talked about in social media, if you know, about a white van being near?
Judge, I'm gonna object. It calls for speculation. It's the same question he asked before.
Sustained.
You ever hear, in the course of your investigation or through your look of social media about a white work van, being driven by a man named Aaron?
Judge, this is outside the scope of the jury question. I'm gonna object to the question.
Sustained.
No other questions.
Thank you, Mr. Mullin. You may step down.
Thank you.
You may call your next witness.
Judge, may we approach?
Yes.
Sidebar conference conducted.
So without, inaudible, we'll have 2 experts coming in tomorrow. Here's bottom line, we only have one more witness and that's Brad Weber, who's gonna take maybe, I don't know how long, 45 minutes, something like that, maybe an hour. Then we don't have any more witnesses, because tomorrow we've got 2 experts and then, that's if doesn't get back until.
Your 2 experts, plus our 2 experts, is that right?
Sounds about right.
Gracian, Warren, Eldridge, Bunner, Cecil.
Yes.
And
Betsy Blair. I'm just letting you know.
So you want to take a break? Is that what you're...
Well, I didn't know if you wanted to, because this'll be the last witness that we have, since our experts couldn't get here until tomorrow.
45 minutes, is that?
Oh, it's probably not that long. I mean, I don't think, between us, I don't know.
Well, let's just finish it.
Yeah. Okay. We're good to go, then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sidebar conference concluded.
You may call your next witness.
Thank you. Call Brad Weber.
Witness sworn.
State your name for the record, please.